Welcome to Dr. Charles Speaks, a podcast for now. You've joined us for a special series of transformational talks, selected exclusively from Dr. Charles's corporate success calls. The 15-minute calls are designed to encourage leaders, activate your thought life, and prepare you for the challenges ahead. Dr. Charles joins every call with a blend of his personal experiences, his expertise as a John Maxwell certified mentor and coach, and of course, his more than 30 years of exceptional experience in both corporate America and ministry. Get motivated with Dr. Charles Speaks, a transformational talk from the red line on today's podcast, inspiring excellence and generating results.
Good day, my friends. Let's make it a great day today. It's your choice. You can either make it a great day or just a so-so day. But no matter how you woke up this morning, let's put a smile on our face and let's begin to work it out. You're on the red line. This is the Corporate Success Call. It's going to help. I believe it is. This 15 minutes, it can and it will make a difference. Why? Because it's designed to start your week off on a positive note. And I certainly want you to have a great week. And I want you to be inspired. I want you to continue to challenge yourself and challenge others in your personal growth. Let's make it a great week today. And so today I want to talk to you about people are your most valuable asset. People are your most valuable asset. Now, this is nothing new when you talk about leadership and you talk about your business and growing your business and making a difference and just being involved in your business. And the ultimate goal is certainly to be profitable and certainly increase your productivity more so than you did the previous month or the previous year. We're charged with continuously improving and growing. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you can wear yourself out personally. But when you come to know that there are people that are part of your circle, part of your department, part of your company, these people are assets. And these assets can make for a better day for you, a better career for you, because nobody knows it all, no matter what they say. They don't know it all, but there's so much talent and so much that you can learn from others if you listen and ask questions. And so when we think about it, everybody is talking about it. People are the valuable assets, and few really understand that people are valuable. But most people, they want it. Few people achieve it. And so that is influence. We need to take the influence that we have as leader and put our arms around the people that we serve, because truly they are valuable and truly they are assets that will and should make a difference in what you're doing. Now, this is not about position. This is not about title. It's really about the ability to get others to follow you and then how to lead those followers once you get them to follow you as a leader. So it's one thing to get them to follow you, but then it's another thing to get them to follow you as the leader. And so there's a difference, because leadership is really all about influencing and being influenced by others. So there is a connection here. You bring influence, but then the people that you interface with and interact with, they bring influence. And so when you take the two together, it makes for a great combination of growth, a great combination of understanding, a great combination of bringing things in perspective, and even giving you the insight that maybe perhaps there are things that you ought to change so that you can become even better. So when we talk about people as being assets, they are. And when you're able to collaborate with people and be able to show them that they are a valuable asset and that they have opinions and they have experiences that can make a difference in the big picture and making everyone better. And so a proverb goes like this. I read this. It says, "He who thinketh he leadeth and have no one following him is only taking a walk all by themselves." And so leading is one thing, but when you have no one following you, you're just merely taking a walk. And so we need people that are going to be supportive. We need people that are going to challenge us, because just being a person who is just dictating and and having people do things because you said so, that'll get you a little ways up the highway, but you're going to need everyone. You know, James Georges of Par Training Corporation, he said it quite effectively. He said, what is leadership? So he answered the question. He said, leadership is really, it is the ability to obtain followers. The issue is not whether you influence someone. What needs to be settled, here it is, what needs to be settled is what kind of influencer you will be. Because it's going to take your ability to influence people to follow you. We use the term in my business with impact. You can get up and talk all you want till you're blue in the face. You can talk for several minutes, but if nobody is following you, then you don't have what we call impact. They're not going along with you. I've seen this where people talk a good talk, but they don't bring the results. And the results is you have to have engagement, and you have to have something along the conversation that engages the other person. So that's going to mean that you're going to have some personal relationship with them in the sense that you know something about them, something that they like. And then you're going to be able to share some of the business insights that you bring to the table or the things that you can share with them. So then there is one, you have the ability to understand what it is that they're about, and then you give them something to think about. And between those two, you're going to be able to bring people together, because real leadership is being the person others will gladly and confidently follow. That's what it comes down to. Real leadership is being the person others will gladly, not if you're holding a gun against their head, hey, follow me, but gladly and confidently following you because, one, you have a vision. Two, you have a plan. Three, you have the passion. Four, you have the belief and you have the trust of the people. Because a real leader, they know the difference between being the boss and being a leader. And so when you think about this, when you compare and you contrast being a boss or being a leader who influences people to follow them as the leader, think of these contrasts. The boss drives his workers, whereas the leader coaches them. He tells, he shows, he do, and he reviews, and they have the conversation to get better. And they're motivated as a result versus being driven. This is what I want you to do. It's not about what I want you to do. I'm telling you to do it. That's a boss. But when a leader will encourage you and coach you along the way. The other contrast, the boss depends on authority. That's what a boss does. My way or the highway, where the leader appeals and depends on goodwill. You know, another thing is the boss inspires fear, but the leader inspires enthusiasm. Another thing is the boss says I. They say I all the time, where a leader, you hear them say we. And that is so important. We did it. The boss fixes the blame for the breakdown, but the leader fixes the breakdown. There is the difference. The boss knows how it is done, but here is the contrast. The leader shows how it's done. The boss says, go. The leader says, let's go. And so it takes an effective leader, one who cares about the people, one who loves the people, one who serves the people. And when you start there, people will begin to volunteer to do things. That's why we call ourselves a servant leader, because we're looking to serve. It's not about I, it's not about me, it's about we, it's about us. It's about coming together as one and working together for a common goal and common objective, because you can do much when you have many that is pulling all together. You've heard the expression, you know this, it's worth repeating again. People just don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And so leadership begins with the heart, not the head. And when people can see the personality that you have, when they can see that you're doing things not looking for something specifically in return, but you're doing it because you have a passion to see people succeed. You're doing it because you love to do it. You're doing it because it is something that you're born with, something that you just have to do because it's part of you in your life, and you want to leave a legacy, and you want to make that a positive legacy. So when you think about people and you think about them being valuable and assets, we talk about in the church community, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's a starting point. And so that's what you would do. And you would not look for something in return, but simply serve. Because a leader is great, not because of his or her power, but because of his or her ability to empower others. And so that is so key. I used to micromanage. I remember years ago, it was just everything down to the dotted I, to the crossing the T. But I realized the value of people, and I realized the value of their experiences and what they can do and how they can mesh together with your vision as a leader, and how you can bring that together and you can make a difference. Because when you think about influencing, gaining influence starts from liking you. People got to like you. In order to get them to like you, you just got to be nice. You can't be always mean, and you can't always be negative. But that's the starting point, getting people to like you, and then to liking what you do for the common interests of all. That's the second thing, that they like what you do, what you stand for, how you're making a difference in the environment, and how you're having a common interest in everybody's success and being successful in what they do. The third thing is that to liking what you do for them personally, when you add that personal touch, when you do something that perhaps remembering them on a birthday or remembering them on a work anniversary, or doing something that they wouldn't even imagine that you would do, but you thought about it. It doesn't have to be something expensive, but it could be something of a compliment. It could be something of a note. It could be something that will encourage you, something positive that will make a difference. All of these things, whether you're getting them to like you, whether you're getting them to like you for the things that you do that has a positive impact for the common interest of all concerned, or whether you're doing something for them personally, each level you climb the ladder. Each level you're influencing followers, and you're adding another reason why people will want to follow you as the leader, because you win the people's hearts by helping them grow personally. And so today, when you think about your journey and you think about your leadership, you have the opportunity to embrace and to look a little closer at the assets that you have, and you have them. And you can build them, and you can multiply them, and you can encourage them, and you can make a difference. Because I've said before, if one match can start a forest fire, just think with one leader with a positive mindset and a mindset to be a valuable asset and to share and make other valuable assets and grow continuously together, what a positive world we'll live in, and what an impact we will have on all that we encounter. I want to thank you for joining on today. It's been a special day because you joined in and you've listened to this message on people are your most valuable asset. This is Dr. Charles on the Red Line. Now let's go back to enjoying work.
Thank you for listening to Dr. Charles Speaks. Visit drcharlesred.com for booking info for your ministry, business, or leadership team. Get info about the Red Line, a 15-minute corporate success call each Monday morning with Dr. Charles. Follow Dr. Charles on all social media at Dr. Charles Red. Subscribe to the podcast here for every episode of Dr. Charles Speaks. Thanks for joining us. Like Dr. Charles always says, no matter what, never, never, never give up. Until next time.